Here we are, thinking of posture. Gently draw your navel back towards your spine, adjust your feet so they're underneath your hips, about a fist distance apart between the feet. And then I want you to just lift your shoulders up, back and down, just to set yourself up in a lovely supine position. And then lift your right arm, circle it up and back, and then the left one. Just circle the arm back, and then both together. And again, right arm circles up, follow it back, and the left one, and both together. One more time, right and left arm, circle back. Just do single ones, and then both together. Lovely, go into a little squat now, so take a bow, bend at the knees, sit the hips back, float your arms forward, and then squeezing all the way up. And again, little bow and a bend, sit back, and squeeze up. That's it, so just starting to warm up the bigger muscles in the legs and the glutes. That's it, keep that going. Sit. And then bring your arms up this time, reach to the ceiling and make a little W as you do your squat. So VW arms. If you just turn your palms so they face inwards and sit down and drive all the way up. Lovely stuff. And do one more of these, sit down, squeezing all the way up, and then release your arms down, roll your shoulders around a couple of times. Okay, make sure you've got a bit of room behind you because we're going to do some reverse lunges. So you're going to step back onto the ball of the foot, bend this front knee, and then just step it in and switch. So stepping back alternately, reversing your lunge. So we go here, bend, so you lower your back knee towards the floor. Oops, just keep your eye on that front toe. What you're now doing. Keep your eye on that front toe, make sure your knee doesn't travel past it. Bend. That's it. And also keep your feet about hip sockets apart again. Try not to sort of step back on a tightrope. That's it, stepping back. That's it, really bending that front knee. And as you go through, try and get a little bit more depth, but keep your chest up. So chest up. That's it, you can bring your arms forward if you want to, or you can bring your arms out to the side, or you could do one of each. Just vary your arm movements as much as you can. So all the different rotations will work into your shoulders. Do two more, alternate lunges behind. One more time, and then bring that in. Lovely, good. Okay, roll your shoulders, take your feet a little bit wider for plie squats now. So just sinking down and up. And with your arms, press down and reach up. So make sure you're lining up the knees and the toes. So push your knees out towards your toes. Don't let this happen. Don't let the knee buckle in. Keep going, all right? Just make sure you're pushing the knee out in line with your foot, not this. That's not lined up. This is lined up, yeah? Are you warming up yet? Big arm movements, big, using these big muscles in the legs and the glutes, just to get everything warmed up. Okay, so hold your next squat about halfway down. Don't do too low. Bring your hands to your heart centre. So don't go too low, just going to hold it. I want you to push the knees open, so you're really pressing into the whole of the foot and not allowing yourself to roll in. And then as you breathe out, turn one way, breathe in, and breathe out as you turn the other way. Make sure you keep those nice even footprints as you rotate. So when you're ready, start to open one arm back and then the other. So alternately opening, reach open and in. That's it. Very nice. Make sure your navel to spine, you're still connecting through your centre. And just do one more either side. Sink a little bit lower if you can. Don't fade away. And then bring that in, and then slowly driving all the way up. Just heel turn your feet in. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. Right, now your legs are a bit warmer. I want you to practice your balance. So when you're ready, if you take one foot up your knee up in front of you. I'll turn sideways, you can see better. The knee up in front of you, look forward, chin parallel to the floor, and then you're just going to do a little circle from the hip. So stir around. If you really, really need a chair, grab a chair and hold on for balance. But I'd like you to try not to lean on the chair or anything. Really try and get this hip to move without moving anything else. Go the other way. As it keeps standing tall, so tummy in, tuck your tailbone, squeeze the bottom cheek on the supporting leg. It's not just an easy case of balance, you have to think of everything else. Shoulders level, so try and find a reflection in a mirror or in a window or something, and just checking it all out. And one more time. Staying on the same side, extend the leg forward so it comes out straight, and then you're going to sweep it back. So extend the leg forward and sweep it back. Stay on the same side, so we're here, so keep sweeping forward and extend back. So squeeze your bottom cheek, and then lift up, squeeze. So you can sort of lean a little bit forward here when the leg goes back. Keep going, do 3 more of those on the side. Do the other side. And 2, squeeze if you need your arms out for balance. And last one, there's another option for you before we do the other side. Okay, so when you're ready, find your balance on this side and then start moving in that little hip circle. So use your arms to help you balance if you need to. And just move really slowly, stand tall, squeeze everything in. That's it, good, keep going. And then when you're ready, go the other way. So slow it down if you need to. Put shoulders down. As you can see, still having a lot of balance issues on this side for me. No wonder I sprained my ankle. Keep it going, sit nice and smoothly. And then just bring that foot to the floor, then sweep it forward and squeeze it back. Squeeze it forward, squeeze it back. Keep going. So if you need a chair, please grab one. Or actually, if you haven't got a chair nearby, you can't bother to go and get one, just do a little tap in between. Okay? So forward and back if you can, preferably, without swinging. So try not to get into momentum. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. One more time. And bring it back. So rubbish on that side still. Okay, right, just have a little roll through your feet now. So just march through the feet, march your arms with it. So you're standing nice and tall. So that balance, you really, really need to practice it every single day. So one thing you do at home, in between your classes, is just practice your balance. Really, really important. Okay, and then slowly bring that to a nice still position. Roll your shoulders. Okay, we're going to do some roll downs now, walking out into a press up and coming back up again. So this is no equipment day, just your mat. So stand at the end of your mat. We're just going to practice a couple of roll downs, half roll downs first. So standing nice and tall, breathe in, reach your arms up. And then breathe out, make sure you're zipping up a little bit through your centre, roll it down. And you can put your hands on your thighs if that helps you, soften your knees, okay? Or you can let your arms hang down, just depends how flexible you are, okay? So if you're not really that flexible, have your hands on your shins or up here on your thighs. Listen to your body, how far you want to go. Or you're down here and you're hanging, just breathe. And then stack your spine up one vertebra at a time, and roll it up. And then repeat again. So just do 2 or 3 of these first, and then we'll bring the press up into it as well. So keep rolling down, let your head hang, release any neck or shoulder tension. Take a breath in and breathe out, you stack your spine back up. Okay, let's just go one more of those. Breathe out, rolling down. You should be establishing sort of how this feels in your back right now. And roll it up. This time, you are going to walk out into your press-up position of your choice. So roll down, bend your knees and walk it out. I don't need to demo this, do I? You've done this so many times, but I will anyway. So on the hands and knees, you're just going to do one press-up. So I want you to bend your elbows, come forward, inhale, exhale, lift, put the toes under, lift your hips up, walk the hands back in 3, and then slowly stack your spine. And then again, reach up. Now if that hands and knees press up wasn't hard enough, next time you try 3/4 press up. So walking out. 3/4 press up. You're on the front part of your knee, not your kneecap. And your back, your tummy is still pulling in. So your back's not like here. We're not doing it like this. We are tummy in still. And then down, push away. Okay, and then lift up. Walk your hands back in 3. Just making sure I stay in the camera. And roll up. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll it down. Now the 3/4 press up isn't enough for you and you want to do a full press up. Maybe some of the men, some of the ladies. Inhale, exhale, press away and then lift up and walk straight back. And roll this back up. There's a little bit more oomph if you're going to do the full version. Keep going. Going to do 2 more. Choose whichever one suits you. I'm going to go here. This time you're going to stay on the floor. So keep going. That's it, walk it out. And staying down here. Sit back and just take a little child's pose stretch. So reach your arms forward. Sit your hips back. And then take a few nice deep breaths in and out here. Yes. Breathe. Okay, lovely. Right, coming up. Right up onto your knees. So if you need a pillow underneath your knees for a bit of extra padding, place a pillow underneath your knees. I'll show you sideways on. So your thumbs are going to turn upwards. You're going to zip up and you're going to squeeze the bottom, tuck your tailbone underneath you, and then you're just going to slowly hinge back from the knee. Now don't go back too far. Okay, and then coming up, just relaxing the arms as you come up. And then go again. So breathe out, take it back. So hinge back from the knee. Go as far as you comfortably can. Any restrictions you've got? Like me, my ankle was not liking that, leaning back on that, so not going back very far for me, but I can still feel it here and here, and a little bit in the back. All good though, no nasty back stuff. If your back's feeling it, it means you're arching back, or you're not engaged, you're not tucking under. So just be that neutral position, hinge back, and come up. So exhale, go back. Inhale, come up. We'll just do that twice more. Breathe out. Squeezing everything in, shoulders down. Feel that in the front of the thigh. Okay, come up. Step 1 foot forward into a lunge position. I want you to stretch the front of the hip on that back leg. So, find your stretch position. You might need to move your back leg further away, or you may want to come up into a runner's stretch. Stretch the front of that hip. I'll leave it up to you. You can feel it here, that's fine. Just a few seconds on each side, just before we do the abdominals, because sometimes it's nice to release the hips before you do abdominal work. Okay, so you don't feel it all in your hip flexors. So, a little stretch out is the answer. Over here, or you can lift that back knee if you want more. Okay. And that's it, that's all you need to do. And then sit on your bottom, legs out in front, sit nice and tall. Breathe in to prepare. Half roll back, guys, are you ready? Exhale, go back. So lift the pelvic floor, tuck under, and then just sink your shoulder blades down. So think of pulling everything into the centre. Pelvic lift, tummy in, shoulders coming down. Everything's coming through to the centre. And then lift up tall, breathe in. So breathing out as you go back, lower your arms, keep them water. Inhale to come up. So you don't have to go back too far to start with. Again, always listen to your body, make sure you're not straining. Exhale back. Okay, little option for you to make it harder. As you go back, hold your position where you can. When you breathe in, open your arms up into a V, breathe out, close, and then sit nice and tall and reach for the ceiling. So inhale here, exhale, go back. Inhale to reach the arms. Don't let the tummy pop out there. Exhale, and then inhale, lift up. So remember, this is an option. You don't have to take this option if you don't want to. Twice more, so stay strong. Exhale, inhale. Inhale into the ribs, exhale. Inhale, think of breathing wide, right through to the back. Last time. Close and reach up to the ceiling. Lovely, and then relax, legs come forward, and you're just going to go, imagine you've got a great big Swiss ball, you're going to go up and over that. Point your toes up to the ceiling, keep them still. So we're not down here, collapsed. We are up, out and over, and holding that position. Shoulders down a bit. Breathe, smile. Okay, good. And then just bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing forward, but not too narrow. Make sure they're wider than your shoulders, and bring your legs together, and I want you to see if you can do a little hip lift. So from here, tummy in, lift the hips up off the floor, and then just look to the ceiling, and slowly lower down. Release the arms, come forward into that stretch. And then again, back, hands behind, squeeze. Now squeeze to bottom and lift the hips up, look up. Now make sure your legs are together for this one, and then come down slowly into your stretch. Just two more. Hands behind, squeeze, lift up. Squeeze your legs together, lift the hips. Look up, don't strain your shoulders. Slowly down with control, not with a thump. And then over the legs. One last time. Hip lift, squeeze up. Lower down. And stretch forward. And then come back, release your shoulders, just do some strong holds, anything like that. Just lovely, okay. Right, from here, come round onto your front. So onto your hands and knees, sorry, hands and knees, guys, sorry. Lost the train of thought there. So over onto your hands and knees, and sit yourself up in a lovely neutral position as always. And then when you're ready, tummy in, extend your opposite arm and leg. Hold your position and then open your arm and leg out to the side. But keep a straight line through your spine. Bring your arm and leg back in line with your mat and then down to the floor, and then do the other side. So straight out behind and in front of the arm. And then open the leg out to the side and the arm out. Coming in and down. Can you see that okay? Hopefully not straining your neck. So open the arm, thumb up, open the leg. Centre line, and down, keep alternating. Try and look down to the floor now. Try not to, once you get going, you know what you're doing, look down. Don't need to look up at the camera. The video. Okay, one more. Open and close slowly. You should go to balanced tray drinks on your back, you should be that still. And then sit back and stretch. Take the pressure off your hands. Okay, right, so the little press-ups that we did earlier were a little bit of a warm-up to what we're going to do now. So if you watch one first, and then you do them, because then you won't have to keep looking up, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to start on the floor, and then you're going to have your hands by your chest. You're going to reach your arms up, and then you're going to squeeze your elbows down, really pulling down, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Reach up again, put your hands by your chest, and then you're going to press up. And then you're going to slowly go down into 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you repeat that again. So you reach, pull down, stay on the floor for this bit. Reach again, pull down, keep the hands by your chest and then press up. If you don't want to do a full press up, just come onto the knees. Tummy in though, don't let the back sag. Okay? We're just going to do 5 of those. So when you're ready, now you know what you're doing. Off you go. I'll do them with you as well. So start laying down. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, hands place down. Reach up again. Hands by your chest and push up. And then slowly lower yourself with control. Keep your elbows in. And then reach your arms up. Inhale. Pull down. Really draw the shoulder blades down. Then reach up again. Inhale. Exhale down. Hands by your chest. Breathe in and then breathe out. Off the floor. So that's the sort of fast bit. And then slowly lay you down. Reach. Pull. So you can reach, pull, reach, and then up, press. And then slowly. Is that got 2 more? So reach, pull down, reach, and press. And one last time. Pull, reach, hands down, and press up. Yes. Okay, slowly down. Ooh. Yeah, untuck your toes if you had them tucked under. And then we're going to go now, arms in a V, legs in a V, and lift opposite arm and leg. So breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Switch sides. As it keeps rolling over to the side. Just lifting opposite arm and leg. Now check your position. You don't need to look up. You've done this more than 1,000 times probably by now. Front of the hips stay down. Back of the neck stays nice and long. You exhale on the lift, inhale on the lower, and you just keep alternating sides. Just until you've done about, I don't know, 12, 15 reps is what I usually say. And then if you wanted to make the last ones a little bit harder, you're a bit stronger. Tummy in, lift both arms and legs with a little pause at the top. Don't look up, keep a nice long neck. Lower down, inhale, and then repeat that again, exhale, lift. So only if you want the option to go harder do you lift both together, but make sure you've done alternate first as a little kind of preparation. And out. And one more. If you're lifting both, straighten your legs even more. Straighten them, straighten them, straighten them. Reach your legs longer. And then release it down and have a little hip wiggle. Bring your legs a bit closer, bend one knee and want you to stretch the front of your thigh. So hold on to your ankles so you can reach. Stop if you've got them on, or grab your towel or band and wrap it around your ankle. And then just settle the front of the hip into the floor and shine the knee away from your hip. And just take a few deep breaths. Rest your head on your hand. One more deep breath in now. And then releasing and switching sides. So, bend your knee. Reach to where you can. Rest your head down. Think of pushing your hips down a little bit into the front of the mat. Lengthen them away. Breathe. Maybe you're breathing into the rib cage, not into the belly. More lateral breathing, and then release. Okay, hands by your chest, push yourself up slowly, and then walk your knees in underneath you. Okay, so on your hands and knees again, and we're going to walk yourself around to one side. Just walk around, so you feel that stretch down one side of the back. Breathe, drop the chin slightly. Okay, then lift your head up in line with your spine. Walk around, change position. So walk across your mat, round to the other side. Drop the chin slightly. And breathe. Try not to hunch the shoulders. breathing in and out. And then walk your hands back to the centre. Lovely stuff. Right, okay, lay on your back. Shift the time. So lay down nice and slowly in your own time. All the way down. Perfect. So we're going to start with a few little bridges. So have your feet flat on the floor. If you find that you roll out and your knees move apart without you really thinking about it, place a pillow, a thick pillow between your knees, or a yoga block, or like a bendable or something like that, just to keep that. You want to keep your inner thighs switched on, alright? Feet flat, palms up. When you're ready, take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, you can do a little pelvic lift and tilt the pelvis. So feel your back gently kiss the floor, and then you're going to peel it away now. Just peel one vertebra at a time up to where you can. Don't go too high. Think of doing a little tilt here, so make sure that pelvis stays tucked underneath you. So you open out the front of the hips more, and again shine the knees away from the hips. Leave that nice sort of ski slope position. Very apt for this time of year. Ski slope position. Now, when you roll down, you're breathing out, and you're just rolling one vertebra. And watch those inner thighs don't start to waver. Keep them spinning in. Back to neutral and start again. Pelvic lift, pelvic tilt. Breathe out. Heel off the floor. Breathe in at the top. Make sure you're level. Squeeze the bottom cheeks. And then roll down. Okay, one more. Again, this is just a little preparation. And the next one, we're going to build onto it. So roll back down there. Keep your bottom on the floor just for this bit. And I want you to slide your right leg away so it's straight. You're going to lift your right leg up to the ceiling and lower down gently without losing your position. So lift and lower this right leg. Okay, make sure you're not pushing too hard in that opposite foot. Make sure you're using your centre. And just do one more. Lift and lower this right leg. Bring it in and switch sides. Straighten your left leg out. And then lift the leg up just where you can and lower. And push into this right foot now. Keep it nice and light. Two more of these leg lifts on this side. And one more. Just to making sure these core muscles are working and not the bigger dominant muscles taking over. Alright, so now you're going to lift into your bridge, and on your right side, let's come up into bridge. Check your pelvis is level. On your right side, straighten the leg out so it's in line with your left knee. Now lift this right leg up and down, just as you did when your bottom was on the floor. But now you have to think about the pelvis staying level because it's off the floor. And do 6 leg lifts and lowers. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Keep the hips level. 5. Put your bottom off the floor. And 6. And then when you've done 6, place your foot down before you roll down. Then roll down really smoothly. Back to neutral. And then let's come up again into bridge. Hold your bridge. Straighten the other leg out. Okay, here we go, 6 lifts, up and down. Now think about the pelvis staying level because you're not supported by the floor anymore. You're supporting yourself on this supporting leg using your glutes, a little bit in the back, and the thigh, and of course your centre. 3, that's 3, 4, so watch this opposite hip doesn't drop. 5, and one more. 6. And then place the foot down back exactly where it was. Breathe in, breathe out, roll down. Okay, lovely, good. Right, so picking your legs up off the floor one at a time into tabletop position now. And then lift your arms overhead, breathe in, breathe out, just curl up. So reach your arms all the way down, like you're going to touch the end of your mat. And then reach over, inhale. And then repeat that again, exhale. Try and keep the arms moving if you can, but if you have neck strain and really need to support your head, by all means support your head, just don't pull on the neck. Okay? Breathe out. Now as you breathe out and come up next time, I want you to extend one leg out straight. Inhale, bend. Now extend the other leg next time. Inhale. Exhale, extend out, reach. Make sure your back stays on the floor, so don't go too low with the leg to start with. I want you to support your head, but try and use your arms for this bit. We're only going to do 2 more. So bear with it, bear with it. And last one, breathe out, lift. And breathe in, hug your knees in. Have a little gentle rest. Step your feet down one at a time, keeping your feet and knees together, arms away from your sides. And then I want you to just, while you're recovering, this is like a little active recovery, roll your knees one way and your head the other way. So while you're recovering on this one, you're actually preparing for the next move as well. So just let your head roll across the floor for the moment, just release the neck and shoulders. Release your jaw as well. And then just get your knees pushing together. So press your knees together, shoulder blades stay down. One more either side. And bring your knees back to the centre. Right, now we're going to step the legs up again into tabletop position. As if you didn't know this was coming, keep the head still, tummy in, and then just do a little sway of the legs over one side, and then bring it to the centre slowly, and then the other. So this is a much smaller movement with the legs up. Now we're going to extend that top leg if you want to go harder. Just extend the top leg over, and then bring it back into the centre, and then extend it over to the other side. Okay? If you don't have to do the harder option, remember, choose the option that you're suited to best. Just by changing the lever of your leg length, makes it a little bit harder for your obliques, because there's more body weight going away from your centre as you extend the leg. If you need to put your feet back on the floor at any time as well, please do. Don't wait for me to say it. You listen to your own body. Watch your shoulders and neck are not tensing. And just do one more either side. So if you're feeling this in your thighs and then your obliques there, come back to the centre, hug your knees in, well done. Have a little rock side to side and then move your knees away from each other in a little circle. Just stir around, just release your hip sockets, go the other way. Stir. And then centre, step your feet down to the floor one at a time. Roll onto the side nice and slowly, don't rush it. And we're going to do bicycle today, because we haven't done this one for a long time. So you're going to lay it all the way down on your side, straighten your bottom arm out. And then just start with your knees slightly bent. Don't bend your knees up, don't have them up here, okay, so it's too much pressure on the hip. So have a tiny hip crease in the front, so if you peek down, just so your knees are slightly bent, okay? And then the top leg we're going to straighten anyway, so just a slight bend in that bottom leg. Straighten the top leg, and then very slowly bring your knee up towards you. Now you do bring it up as high as you can, and then extend the leg slowly out to the front. Show me the bottom of your foot, flex the foot, and then squeeze that straight leg back as far as you can go comfortably. I'm going to keep my plant. Lovely plant that Deb got me. Thank you, Debbie, for that. And then again, nice and slowly. Inhale, extend the leg forward, flex the foot, and then exhale, squeeze the leg back. So giant bicycle, 12 repetitions here, guys. So we're on number 3. Keep your shoulder down. Again, nice and stable through the pelvis. So you want to be pointing the toe as the leg comes up. And the leg is straight, flex and squeeze back. So keep going. How much time have we got? Plenty of time, yeah. Inhale, exhale. Okay, lovely. Do a couple more. Remember, get up to 12 if you can. And then stretch the leg back and stretch your top arm forward. Just hold that lovely stretch for the moment. All the way down the front and the side of the body. Just breathe. Arms forward, legs back. Okay, and then bring your knees back together. Right, next one. Knee is going to go just in front of the other one with your heel facing up, and then you're going to do a little heel to heel. So the knee is going to come in front, and then heel to heel. Knees are bent, yeah? So in front, and then heel. Knee, and then heel. This is really getting into the outside of your hip, these side glute muscles, which are good to stabilise the pelvis. And again, 12 if you can, but you will really feel this after doing the bicycle. This is probably a bit lean. If you can't do 12, do 10. Just remember what you've done to do on the other side. Where are we? 9-ish? 11. Breathe. Just breathe it out. And then bring it in and relax. Lovely stuff. Okay, go up slowly. Don't spin yet, just stay here for a moment. And I want you to take a little stretch up to the ceiling. Take your time. And then stretch the other way. And then just one more other side. Not for too long. Just want to be careful you don't transition too quickly. One side to the other. Okay, now we can slowly bring the legs round. See if you can work the other side. And at a bit of an angle, so there's not a tree over. So prepare for this side now. Knees just slightly bent, remember, you don't want too much of a crease here in front of the hips. Straighten out your top leg. Get comfortable, make sure your pelvis is stacked up nicely. And then when you're ready, bring the knee in. Inhale. Do the first one slowly. Extend the leg forward, then flex the foot. Then exhale, squeeze the leg back. Squeeze your bottom cheek, go to where you can. Watch the hip. Doesn't just drop forward and you're cheating. Keep the hip stacked. Use your bottom cheek and then the knee comes up again. Inhale. And then exhale. Once you've done a couple of slow ones, oops, keep your tree. You can speed up a little bit. Move with your breath. That's the speed I suggest that you go at. And the Pilates principles are about breath and speed, breath and flow. To get the breath and the movement to work together in harmony. So it becomes one continuous movement. And you're starting to feel it in that side of the thigh on this one and the bottom cheek also. And on your last one, remember, just hold it briefly for that stretch. So keep the legs straight, just push it back and reach your arm forward. And just go with the feeling on this one, stretching that leg, make sure it's long, the leg is long. Okay, lovely, and then just bring your knees back together again. Lift the heel away, drop the knee slightly in front so the knee is touching the floor in front. Okay, and then you're going to just rotate up and over and heels together. And then knee and heel. It's a gentle tap, don't bang your knee on the floor. Whoops, like that. Don't do that. Gentle tap, gentle tap. So you want that outward rotation, inward rotation of the hip. That's an outward one, and that's an inward one. That's it, keep going. 12 of these if you can, or whatever you did on the other side, try and match it. Outward rotation of the hip, and then inward. Keep going. It starts well. breath. And we've got one more to go here. And 12. How did you get on that? Did you reach your target? Okay, last little bit. I want to get this done. Yes, we've got time. Lay on your back from there. It's a nice easy transition. We're going to do the mermaid stretch. Before you lay on your back, come on. Sorry about that. Stretch up. Just take a little stretch over. And then stretch the other way. I nearly forgot. And then again. Just a couple for this one. Not too many. And now you can go onto your back. Lay down slowly. You're going to take your time to get into position. And we're going to lift the legs into tabletop position. So, don't just bring your legs up without thinking about it. Make sure you draw your navel to your spine. And you want to keep the tummy flat. So you don't want the tummy doming out when you lift that second leg up. So if necessary, put your hands here. Engage. Don't pull in too tight though. Don't like press your back down. Just engage so you're going to prevent your tummy from pushing up. Hands here. Try it with me. Exhale, lift one leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now as you lift the second leg, don't let your tummy push out. Can you feel how much stronger that is on that centre pull? Yeah? So we're not letting the abdominals dome here. That is not good for your abdominals or the pelvic floor or anything. So keep the abs flat here, and we're just going to tap the heel towards the floor on one side and then tap on the other. So just use your hands to check that as you move that heel down. You don't have to touch the floor if you can't. Concentrate on what's going on through the front of the body. So breathe out. As you breathe out, you can connect more through your deeper core muscles than you can when you're breathing in, because of how your diaphragm works with the rest of the body. So make sure you're breathing out to get more connection and breathing in. So nice and slowly. So here, you really should be pulling from the front rather than pressing your back down. But this should keep your back stable. Can you feel that? I hope you can feel it. Normally in a class I can sort of see a few of you nod or shake your head or... I can't see. I hope you're understanding me. Do another 4 taps down. This should feel quite strong. 3. And last one. And then knees in, hug them and relax. Well done. Very nice. Okay, so just to finish that, I want you to just place your feet down, bring your feet and knees actually together, and I want you to push them together. Turn your toes out, just very, very slightly, not too much. So heels together, toes turned out, inner thighs together, and now do your bridge. Just see if that feels any different for you. You might not come up quite so high. Breathe in and breathe out. If you get any knee pain with this, please just put your feet parallel again, alright? Don't make it painful for your knees or anywhere else that you have any issues with, if you have any issues there. If you can, just have your feet in that little V, squeezing up, rolling down. Breathe in, top hold it. Okay, one more. And then one down. And just release on the end. Right, hug your right thigh in and slide your left leg out. So it's straight. Just hold that here. Just relax your shoulders and breathe. And then this right leg you've got a hold of here, I want you to just send the heel away from you until you feel a stretch. Now you won't get your leg straight. Unless you can take your leg over your head, you won't get your leg straight. So just bring the leg up so you can feel a stretch. You want to keep it hugged in. We're not up here. We're not here trying to straighten the leg. You are pulling the thigh in and pushing the heel up. You should feel that stretch in your hamstring. in, slide the other leg away, relax the front of this hip on the straight leg. Just take a couple of breaths in and out. Back of the hips are heavy, shoulders are down. Okay, and don't change a thing, just extend that lower half of the leg up until you can fully stretch. Push the heel up and away. But don't let your thigh move away from the chest, keep it in. Breathing in and out. And then just relax your knee and step your foot to the floor. Lovely. Right, bring your right leg up, ankle goes over and lift off the floor. Hold between the thigh if you want to, or you can just stay here. If you're holding behind the thigh, make sure you're not straining your neck. Don't strain your neck to do that. Remember, you can always loop a towel around the back of your leg so that you can watch your neck and shoulder area. Just take care of that, alright? Right, let's step down and do the other side. So ankle over the knee, lift off. Just make sure you're in the right position. You can feel that in your side glute. And then if you want it more, thread through without straining the neck. Stretch out those glutes that you've worked hard with today. Okay, then unravel your legs. Step your feet down, roll over it gently onto your side. And here, take your time and push yourself up. Come up slowly so you don't see stars or go giddy or anything like that. Good. Okay, let's just finish off with a little bit more rotation. So sit with your legs in a V. You can cross them if you want to, if you prefer to. We're just going to do a few spine rotations. Okay, so sit tall, breathe in and breathe out. You're going to rotate one way. See how your back feels now. Breathe in and then rotate the other way. The hands are lightly, fingertips together. You don't need to be pressing hard. You want to keep these shoulders nice and open. Get as much spine movement as you can. So just do this once more. I realise I'm waxing on. Now reach your arms up to the ceiling, touch the back of your neck with one hand. Stretch your triceps where you did your press ups earlier. Okay, lovely. Down the other side, touch the back of your neck, sit tall. And then release, roll your shoulders down a couple of times. And then fingertips to the floor, shoulders down, tilt your head. Look down to your armpit. Bring your head to the centre, nice and slowly, and then tilt to the other side. Look this side, and then look down to your armpit. Bring your head back to the centre when you're ready, and then just roll your shoulders out a few times. That's good. And then onto your hands and knees we go. Hands and knees, just do a cat stretch for me to stretch your back out. Stretch it nice and strong and then lengthening out. And one more time, pulling up. And then we're just going to come up nice and slowly, so onto the balls of the feet, lift your hips up. If you've got time, you want to hold it down with dog from here, please by all means hold it down with dog to where you're going to come up to standing. So walk your feet in. And then we're going to roll the spine up one vertebra at a time. Slowly stack the spine. And bring your head up last and reach for the ceiling. Take a breath in here, make sure you're breathing out as you relax your arms. And again, nice deep breath in, reaching up. And breathe out. And then finally bend the knees. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, wiggle your fingers, relax your hands. One more time, deep breath in. Reach up and breathe out, wiggle the fingers and then just relax. Good, well done, you're all finished for today. Hope you enjoyed that.